Now back to tonight's top story. The Supreme Court extending full women's access to the abortion pill mifepristone and preserving FDA authority over the medication for the time being. Let's bring in the president and founder of Live Action, Lila Rose. Lila, it's always great to have you on. Do you believe this Supreme Court decision is a loss or just a bump in the road, a delay? Your thoughts?
I mean, it's both. It is a loss. It's a disappointment because abortion pills that kill, they're never going to be medicine. They aren't medicine. And the FDA illegally fast-tracked the pill in the 90s, and it should have never been on the market. So it's a disappointment that the court already hasn't done something about it. But I think they're punting the ball a bit, and it's going to likely come back to the Supreme Court after the appeals process goes through with the Fifth Circuit. And I think we're going to see a favorable outcome in the future because this court seems to have some common sense historically on the right to life and on the role of government in protecting the right to life instead of harming children.
Yeah, earlier tonight we talked to Vivek Ramaswamy, and he was talking about the fact that a lot of these different issues are out there and transgenderism and stuff. Do you think, Lila, that these presidential candidates should be making their position on abortion crystal clear?
Absolutely. I think it's a major mistake when you have candidates like with President Trump, former President Trump, coming out and saying that the states should be making decisions on abortion and that the federal government has nothing to do with it. That's a terrible mistake. I mean, Governor Desantis, who won by a landslide his reelection, just passed the 6-week abortion ban, a heartbeat law in Florida, and 62% of Floridians support the law, including 54% of even Democrats support a ban on abortion at 6 weeks. So for presidential candidates on the Republican side to not even come out strongly on behalf of life is going to cost them, I think, the nomination. So the pro-life movement is strong and bold, and we need strong and bold leadership because children deserve it. Children deserve protection from abortion, and we need to see strength from candidates, not weakness. Not weakness.
The RNC chair, Ronna McDaniel, said the following here. Listen, and we'll get your response.
We are the pro-life, pro-woman, pro-family party. And we can win on abortion, but that means putting Democrats on the defense and forcing them to own their own extreme positions.
I mean, she's kind of saying that Republicans don't really frame the issue that well, and they need to put Democrats back on their heels. Your position.
Yeah, sometimes Republicans cower, and if they cower, they're going to lose. But if they're bold and optimistic and say, listen, we're going to protect children in the womb, we're going to have restrictions on the lethal destruction of them, we're going to fight for children, we're going to fight for the first human right, which is life, and we're going to expose our opponents. The Democratic Party is for abortion through all 9 months of pregnancy for any reason, tax funded. Governor Gavin Newsom is stockpiling the abortion pill in California, 2 million abortions he's trying to stockpile. It's disgusting. So I think we need strong, bold optimism and complete protection for children, complete legal protection for children. They deserve it. They have basic human rights just like you and me, even though they're unborn. And that, I think, will be winning leadership on the Republican side.
Lila Rose, happy Friday night to you. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Trace.